A very good morning and welcome to Breakfast News on MTV Sports. As always, let's take a look at today's headlines. Police completes its forensic investigation in the museum theft. Work to Rue campaign of the CEV engineers continues, and veteran actor and singer Anton Jude dies. Now for those stories in detail, the police have completed their forensic investigation regarding the recent theft of several artifacts from the National Museum. Police media spokesperson SP Ajit Rohana noted that thereby the museum premises was handed over to the relevant department yesterday.
The police media spokesperson noted that extensive investigations are continuing regarding the theft of artifacts from the museum. SP Ajit Rohana went on to note that so far statements have been recorded from 23 persons. Meanwhile, Minister of National Heritage Dr. Jagat Balasuriya stated that measures have been taken to open the museum for the public within the coming 2 days. He also said that an investigation from the ministry is also being carried out to ascertain if the museum staff had any connection to the theft. The minister went on to say that the investigation will begin today and it will be headed by an additional secretary.
Well, the Election Secretariat has taken steps to recollect the postal voting cards and the secure packets that were distributed in the Pudukkode and Maritime Pradeshiya Sabhas. Additional Elections Commissioner M.A. Ratnayaka stated that this decision was arrived at after the Appeals Court ordered to temporarily suspend the Pudukkode and Maritime Pradeshiya Sabha elections, which was scheduled to be held on the 24th of this month. He added that this step was taken after considering the safety of the postal voting cards. Meanwhile, the Wani District Deputy Elections Commissioner S. Sudhaharan stated that the temporary ID cards that were issued to the voters too will be recollected. Well, Minister Vimal Weerawansa notes that there are only 2 measures that can be taken in the face of the challenges faced by the country. The minister expressed this view at an event held to declare open the pond and the park constructed at the housing scheme in Jawadanagama in Battaramulla.
ඉසාමයේ උදා කිරීම අද වරදක්. ජාත්‍යන්තර බලවේග වලට වරදක්. ඇමරිකා එක්සත් ජනපදයට ඒක වරදක්.
Peace is a crime before the international forces. It is a crime before the United States of America as well as to some of the Western European countries. Why? Because we achieved peace according to our system. Because we did not seek the assistance of Norway. Because we did not agree for peace with the Tamil Eelam. Imagine if the Tigers won the war and we lost. Will a draft resolution be brought forth against Velupilla Prabhakaran? No. A separate seat is reserved at the United Nations for the Tamil Eelam state. Now there are only 2 measures one can take. This cannot be avoided. Either one should stand for the draft resolution of the United States, stand supporting for that international mission. If not, stand against it.
ඒ අන්තර්ජාතික මෙහෙයුමට පක්ෂව හිට ගන්න නැත්තම් ඒකට විරුද්ධ පිළේ හිට ගන්න විරුද්ධව හිට ගන්න ඒකටත් විරුද්ධයි මේකටත් විරුද්ධයි කියන්නේ ඒකට පක්ෂගත.
Still in local news, the United National Party states that the situation has arisen where the Sri Lankan Freedom Party has to request a report regarding the actions of its representatives from the Inspector General of Police. Media spokesperson of the party, Gayantha Karunatilaka, expressed this view at a media briefing held yesterday.
නගර සභා සභාපතිවරයෙක්ව සුදු වෑන් වලින් පැහැර ගන්නට හදන අවස්ථා. ඊළඟට වාර්තා වෙනවා රජයේ නියෝජ්‍ය ඇමතිවරයෙකුගේ දුරකථනයෙන්
An incident was reported where an attempt was made to kidnap a chairman of an urban council of the government with the use of a white van. Then an incident was reported about a ransom being demanded using the telephone of a deputy minister. Then we witnessed how charges were levelled against government urban councillors in connection to drugs and murders. Actions of the staff of powerful ministers were also reported. In this backdrop, when they come into power, the said law of the jungle is taken off. The public is of the question as to how far the government has kept its word regarding the Mathata Tita concept. A main party of the alliance, the Sri Lanka Freedom Party, has fallen into such situation where they have to request a report from the Inspector General of Police regarding the actions of their very own public representatives.
පොලිස්පතිවරයාගෙන් ප්‍රසිද්ධිය ඉල්ලන තත්ත්වයට අද සන්ධානයේ ප්‍රධාන දේශපාලන පක්ෂයේ හැටියට ශ්‍රී ලංකා නිදහස් පක්ෂය පත් වෙලා තිබෙනවා.
Well, renowned actor Anton Jude has passed away. According to a relative, Anton Jude, who was travelling to Kandy to shoot a film, had been admitted to the Ragam hospital after suffering a heart attack. Anton Jude, who was a renowned stage and film actor, had contributed largely to the Sri Lankan film and theatre industry. This renowned actor, who is a resident of Ratmalana, was 50 years of age at the time of his demise. Well, the Work to Rule campaign launched by the engineers of the Ceylon Electricity Board is in effect today as well. Media spokesperson of the Ceylon Electricity Board Engineers Association, Ajit Vitanage, noted that the trade union action was launched requesting solutions to a number of issues, including salary anomalies. Well, Sri Lanka will take on Bangladesh in an Asia Cup encounter today. Incidentally, the result of this encounter will determine who will go to face Pakistan in the Asia Cup finals. Thereby, if Bangladesh win today's match, they will make it to the finals. However, if they lose, India will face Pakistan in the finals. But Sri Lanka have no chance to go further in the tournament. The match will begin at 1:30 p.m. Sri Lankan time. Well, moving away from cricket, the Negombo Open wheelchair tennis tournament began yesterday. The highlight of the day was the defeat of Upali Rajakaruna, who is a renowned player in the sport.
The Open event, organized by the Negombo Tennis Club for the second time, is being held at the Negombo Tennis Courts. Incidentally, 14 international players are taking part in the event, which will be held under both the men's and women's categories. Upali Rajakaruna lost to Gamini Dissanayaka in a first-round game and thus was out of the event. Meanwhile, Mahanama Basnayaka qualified into today's semi-finals after defeating Singe Notozi of South Africa.
With that, we wrap up this edition of Breakfast News. But I'll see you again at 8:55 with the very latest. Until then, take care.